Değerli konuklar, İstanbul Kültür Sanat Vakfı ilk kez 2012 yılında İstanbul Tasarım Bienalini düzenlemişti. Kısa bir süre içinde hem ulusal hem uluslararası düzeyde saygın bir üretim ve buluşma platformu olarak kabul gördü İstanbul Tasarım Bienali. Tasarım ve ilgili tüm yaratıcı alanları kapsayacak şekilde geliştirdiğimiz tasarım kavramı üzerine ufuk açmasını, kamuoyunda tasarım konusundaki duyarlılığı arttırmasını amaçladığımız bu etkinliğimizi bu yıl değerli mimarlık tarihçileri ve akademisyenler Beatriz Colomina ve Mark Wigley küratörlüğünde gerçekleştiriyoruz. Küratörlerimize bu heyecan verici sergi için teşekkür ediyoruz. Ön izleme günlerinin ardından 22 Ekim'de kapılarını açacak ve 20 Kasım tarihine dek 5 farklı mekanda ücretsiz olarak gezilebilecek bienal sergilerini tüm izleyicilerimizin zevkle takip edeceğini umuyoruz. Sergilerimizin yanı sıra bienal süresince Yaratıcı Mahalleler programı, akademi programı, söyleşiler ve atölyeler gibi kentin farklı noktalarına yayılan çalışmalarımız olacak. Tasarım ve mimarlık ofislerinden galerilere ve farklı alanlarda çalışan üreticilere kadar yaratıcı endüstrilerin parçası olan birçok kurum Bienale paralel olarak etkinlikler gerçekleştirecek. Böylece 4 hafta boyunca İstanbul'un gündeminde tasarım önemli bir yer kaplayacak. İstanbul'da uluslararası arenada tasarım çevrelerinin odak noktalarından biri olacak. İzleyicilerimizin de bu süreçte Bienal'le birlikte yeni düşüncelerle, yeni bakış açılarıyla tanışacağına, tasarıma dair yeni sorular soracaklarına inanıyoruz. İstanbul Tasarım Bienali, başta eş sponsorlarımız olmak üzere birçok değerli destekçimizin katkılarıyla gerçekleştiriliyor. Başbakanlık Tanıtma Fonu'na ve Kültür ve Turizm Bakanlığı'na bize büyük katkı sağlayan eş sponsorlarımız Enka Vakfı, Petkim ve Vitra'ya, etkinliğimizi destekleyen tüm kişi, kurum ve kuruluşlara ve kamuoyunun Bienal hakkında bilgilendirilmesine önemli bir katkıda bulunan siz değerli basın mensuplarına bir kez daha gönülden teşekkürlerimizi sunuyorum.
Merhaba, hoş geldiniz. Adım Beatriz Colomina.
Adim Mark Wigley.
We are really happy to be here with you. Welcome to this Biennale.
So, what to do at a press conference? These are the images that we showed in the Library of the Istanbul Design Museum December 1 last year, which was an invitation for people to respond. These are the responses. So this is the exhibition. So this is us, and this is the people in the exhibition. We thought for the catalog we should put only the work of the exhibitors. That's much more interesting than what we have to say. So we make a little book of what we have to say and a big book of what the participants have to say. But today we think it's not about us. We have this book, you can see it. But more important to look at this book. So maybe today we thought for a press conference we try to explain how we go from this movie to this movie. From this is a manifesto, and this is a series of beautiful, beautiful projects by many, many people. And first, and at the very beginning, we want to thank all the people who were absolutely crazy enough to say, yes, we will participate in the Biennale, and we are very emotional about this. We really, really appreciate the kind of tenderness and intelligence with which everybody has gathered together in Istanbul.
Yes, and but we also, first of all, need to thank very much Bülent and the Istanbul Design Biennale for Culture and the Arts for their invitation and the opportunity for us to think about design here in Istanbul. There's a truly wonderful group of people in the Biennale devoted to sustaining cultural discourse, which is, of course, so important in our times. We want to thank especially Denise Ova and her great Design Biennale team. In this moment, we particularly want to thank the extraordinary head of production, Merve, where is Merve? Merve Yücel, I don't know where she is, but she's a wonder. She's really responsible for this miracle through an amazing combination of professionalism, creativity, and unstoppable intelligence. Andrés Jaque and his Office of Political Innovation in Madrid were a total pleasure to collaborate with, especially in this moment. Also, we want to thank Laura Mora, the architect that has been here in place, for her continuous brilliance and inventiveness. We love to work with people that love to experiment, and that includes, of course, Ivan Lopez Munuera, have done great wonders with social media. Thanks, of course, also to our great assistant curator, Evangelos Kotsioris, who has been a really thoughtful and vital colleague over the last year and a half.
You know, I think basically we would like to say thank you. It's super nice that everybody accepted this invitation. Even more nice that you join us here today to celebrate the possibility that design could be serious for once in this world. Maybe that's what a biennale is. It's just a social gathering of people to share ideas. And I think to share ideas in Istanbul is a very beautiful thing to do. And it has a city it's a city in which ideas have been shared maybe more than any other city that I know. If you think to yourself, what would be a great city to rethink design, to start again with design? Would you go to London or Paris or New York? Would you have a really, really good conversation there? Or would everybody think they already know what design is? No, maybe here in Istanbul is the possibility of taking the risk of really thinking about design. Every biennale is kind of optimistic. No? Every biennale thinks things could be better. And if you look at what's happening in our world, that seems to be a super naive point of view. Okay, so we are naive, for sure. All of us are here together on the roof of this very, very beautiful building to be optimistic in the face of relentless pessimism and disaster. Let's see in which way design could be something optimistic for our world. In fact, we think that when life is difficult, when things are difficult, that's when you should talk about design. Design should not be for when you are feeling rich or feeling relaxed and you need a new coffee pot to show to your friends. Design is what you talk about when you ask yourself, how can we live with each other? Design is a mirror. Design is you look in a mirror and you say, what do I see? Early in the morning you look. Maybe you look in this mirror. And I don't know about you, but it's always a little bit strange, this creature that I see in the mirror. And then I do a few things to design myself into my day. What would happen if the whole human species would look itself in the mirror right now? What would it see? Would it be proud? I don't think so. Should it redesign itself? Should it think about how it could behave better, differently? And what kind of technologies, what kind of ideas could be used? What would it be for the human to look itself in the mirror and say, you know, am I doing the right thing? And we are very, very convinced that therefore, in its difficult times like this, design should be the subject.
Should we start?
Now, if you're a famous movie star, maybe you overdo it and maybe you enter into some sort of world of illegal drugs, and that becomes part of your media campaign. And then another part of plastic surgery. But plastic surgery was, of course, very, very ancient. Techniques for changing the skin and the body and the bones. And we disagree.